Jumbo, fellow adventurer, Mike Dooley, time for a spiritual tune-up. This one, taking my advice from yesterday, I got to tell it to you straight. I got to bring the truth to bear, but I'm going to totally be dancing with words because I just don't want to upset anybody too much. The question is a brilliant one, very timely. What to make of conspiracy theorists? Okay, we have got such a situation right now in the United States and undoubtedly around the world where there are pockets of immensely popular conspiracy theorists, virtually all of whom think that they're onto the truth and that everyone else is full of a conspiracy. The world has been divided, at least the United States, very starkly and increasingly so every single day into a polarized community. I'm going to do some dancing, like I told you, but let me preface this by what I shared at the beginning of COVID. We are at the beginning of an amazing healing on planet Earth, the likes of which this planet has never seen, where truth is coming to bear and there is a truth. So I'm going to tell you, one of these groups is on point and the other one is not on point. But who am I to say which is on point? I'm going to give you some criteria right now before we're done to kind of suss it out for yourself. And I think it's pretty powerful and I think it's pretty compelling. But we're on the verge of an amazing healing right now. We have lived in the dark ages, if you will. Caveman, cavewoman, me, you, thinking that life happens to us, living our lives motivated by fear for our own safety and sanity, and not seeing the beauty and the magic that's absolutely always been there. And finally, these energies are changing, as some would say, vibrations are rising, and it's getting harder and harder not to notice the harmony, the splendor, the perfection, even while many are fighting tooth and nail against this rising consciousness. And hence, they think this new consciousness is all about conspiracies and lies, and there was a good old days kind of thinking, and vice versa. Those who are riding this new wave of energy, which is heralded by an uncovery of the truth, think the other group is full of conspiracy stuff. Both think they're right. Only one is. And before I get to my little litmus test, I want to draw from this book that I've read in the last year that is one of the most profound, amazing books I have ever read, Return of the Bird Tribes by Ken Carey. Really so empowering and filled with a beautiful view of reality and our power to live consciously. And in this book, two passages. One is a little bit long, speaking of the very times we are in now, as has been prophesied by so many ancient seers who would peer into this epoch of time from thousands of years ago. They all said about the same thing. A purification has begun. This book was written in 1998, or published then. A short but essential cycle of division that will gather those who promote fear and violence and separate them from this season of the world as chaff is separated from wheat at threshing. Fear being separated from truth and love. During these next 2.5 decades, which is the time frame we're now in, humankind will experience this separation, a transformation in human consciousness more fundamental than the development of language, more significant than the shift to agriculture, more meaningful than any historical revolution. That's what we're going through right now. A new era is dawning, a really exciting era. As the sun rises, the shadows become sharper and more clearly defined. As the energies of love grow stronger, and they are. Talk about political correctness. I mean, I know that a lot of people like to make fun of political correctness, especially 5 and 6 years ago. What is political correctness except but kindness and courtesy and thoughtfulness? You don't want to be on the bandwagon that's condemning political correctness. Okay? I mean, yeah, anything can be taken too far. But this is the rising dawn of love. As the energies of love grow stronger, the shadows of fear become more visible than before. Listen to this. To some, it may even appear that they have grown. The shadows and fear has grown in number and in strength. But this is not so. What was hidden has simply become revealed, that it might be healed and brought to peace. That's Return of the Bird Tribes by Carey. Amazing book. I got another quote from that book that's going to blow your mind in just a second, but I told you I would speak to who's right. And I am so not one of those people who says everyone has their own truth. There goes all your power. Okay, the truth is the truth. It is benign, it is absolute, it is empowering, and it leaves no one behind. There is no half-truth in reality. Everyone has their own way to truth. And every pathway to truth should be honored and respected with love and care. Okay, that's different than saying everyone has their own truth. Not true. Not true. The truth is the truth. It reveals life's beauty, your power, and it leaves no one behind. Okay, so my thesis here is that if there's a camp of love and there's a camp of lies, and both think they're the camp of love and the other people are the camp of lies, one will prevail and the other is left to their own devices to drill down and find truth and ride this glorious wave that is here for all to enjoy. And no one's going to be ultimately left behind. So let this not be light and dark, good and evil. There's no evil. There's just enlightenment and confusion. That's what this is. Love and fear means truth and confusion. And there's nothing, I mean, confusion is confusion. There's good intentions on both sides, equally good intentions. No one's going to get left behind, although the people on the fear side are going to be pummeled and tumbled when their version of reality does not come to pass. And it's going to hurt like crazy, but we're going to be there to love them back into the fold. Okay, so here is how you know the litmus test. Actually, it was not presented as a litmus test, but it's from the same book. It's from the same author. It might be from The Third Millennium, his other amazing book. The same author said, everything changes when one's chosen motivation is more frequently centered around their love for others than it is their fear for self. So this is it. You can find out which side of the fence you're on, light or confusion, love or fear, by asking yourself, are you mostly motivated or frequently motivated more and more lately by your love for other people, caring about the world, caring about what we leave to our children, caring about family and friends, wanting it to be good for everybody? Is that your motivation? Or is your motivation more the fear for self? What are they doing? What's going to happen to me? How's it going to go down? Now, everyone will tend to think, well, I care about the world and I care about everybody. And I'm not asking you to be a selfless martyr. No, no, no. Your care for everyone would include yourself and your joy. But if you feel your heartstrings being tugged to causes and to suffering and to people with an earnest desire to want to be the spark for change, as opposed to, they're so bad and you're really evil and you're telling lies and this can't be true. If you're one of the finger pointers, then you might do well for some more self-reflection. But if you're one of the people like, what a damn mess this is. Come on, let me help you. Here's a buck. Here's a leg up. Voting for politicians who generally seem to be more caring. They all think that they care for everybody, but who just seem to be more caring for others. Now, there's good ways to do that and bad ways to help other people. I'm not saying Well, I'm going to try to dance with my words. I don't want to go there too much. But if you do some self-reflection in the next couple of hours, throughout today, tomorrow, and see, are you more motivated by getting things right, and are you doing something about it? Or are you out there throwing a tantrum and pointing fingers and talking about how awful the other side is? Okay. And maybe we're all guilty of a little bit of that. But are you doing something with love in your heart? Or what you do, or is what you are doing tinged with fear and disgust? Move with love, fellow adventurers. Life is beautiful. This is the dawning of a new age. Your thoughts become things, no matter what's happening in the world around you, no matter what the economies are doing. It's all here. You can thrive. You can soar. It's all here for you. You will find your brothers and sisters that are looking for you like you're looking for them. Go out and be happy. Don't try to unravel every mystery. Just deal with a few. And go and be where you're called to be. Follow your heart. Do what you're called to do. And yes, it's okay to stand up for justice, and it's okay to realize that some on the other side have gone so far and liberties are being taken away from you. You can play both ends to the middle to a degree, but what's the overall gist? Life's beauty or fear? Hey, once a year I do a Train the Trainer Infinite Possibilities 4-day program. I've done probably almost 24 in the world, all around the United States and even in London, England. Now we're doing it virtually. We've got one coming up, Train the Trainer virtually. Our motto is, let's reach those who have not yet been reached. Check out the link below on Facebook. Swipe up in Instagram to my bio, and you will see that this is the last week to get the early bird price. We soar in, I believe it's April. Okay, it's April. So you want to be on board, find your peeps. We are they, you are us. It is so much fun. It's going to be done over Zoom. The excitement is through the roof. It'll be through the roof of your living room or wherever you participate from. You will get certified. You can use this in a coaching career, speaking platform, or just to reach those who haven't been reached in your circle of friends and family. Also, no matter who takes this course, this training, they become a faster manifester. Hands down, you will be immersed in truth for over 3 solid days with me and about a dozen other speakers, people who have come through the ranks and were once on the other side wondering what it would be like to be a certified infinite possibility trainer. Check out the link. We'd love to have you. All right, be motivated by love and truth and beauty because it's everywhere. Tally ho, amigos. See you mañana. Post your questions down below. Thanks and adios.